Hey everyone, it's Tasha Greer from Simplestead.com. I'm also the author of Grow Your Own Spices. And today I want to take you inside my greenhouse for the second edition of Spice Chronicles. And today I want to tell you all about ginger. Ginger is a plant that I really didn't learn to love until 5 years ago, and that's pretty late in life. I wish I discovered it earlier, but my boyfriend Matt really is an outstanding sort of Asian, Thai, fusion kind of cook, and he uses a ton of ginger. He started adding it to our smoothies, and I thought, oh my gosh, I have to grow this stuff. So I started to, and really the best place for me to grow it is in the greenhouse, just because our climate doesn't really make it easy to grow outside, and also ginger takes up a lot of room. And in the summer, I can't really use my greenhouse for a whole lot of like cool season crops or anything, and I do all my warm season crops outside. So it just turns out that ginger grows amazingly well and is an excellent use of space in my greenhouse. But even if you don't have a greenhouse, don't let that deter you, because you can grow ginger very easily indoors. But I want to tell you about ginger because ginger is one of these really cool plants that doesn't look like much until just before it's ready to harvest. And then all of a sudden it gets really tall stems, and the rhizomes under the ground start to plump and get bigger. So now I actually washed off the roots so that you could see just a little bit what it looks like underneath the soil. And so you can see the way that it sort of spreads sideways. You see how it's kind of over here, and then it's also over there. So it goes in both directions, and it also grows up. So at this point, when I'm growing ginger, I usually have a couple bags of compost lying around, and I'll just throw that over those stems as they plump up, and they'll just keep on growing. And then when it gets a little bit colder and the sun starts to decline, the top of the leaves will start to die back a little bit, and then those rhizomes down below, as the tops start to die, the rhizomes will start to harden off, and they'll get ready for long-term winter storage. And that's really when you want to harvest them. Now, if you want fresh ginger, you can take it at any point. Once you start seeing these rhizomes, just go in there and cut out, a piece or two, use what you want. But if you want to store it long-term, you really need to wait until the tops start dying, because the plant will kind of protect those rhizomes by getting a sort of harder coating that'll make them last longer. Young ginger will last a little bit in the fridge, a couple weeks, maybe sometimes even a month or more. But old ginger, they call it senescent, when it's basically lived its life cycle and has gone into a state of dormancy, that will store a lot longer. I do also want to tell you, here is my soil. So super light. Lots of leaf compost in there. And so that's compost, leaf compost, and that's pretty much all I've got in there. I also put some vermicompost, some worm castings for nutrients, but that's what really helps ginger grow well, is good light soil that has a lot of nutrients.